We have lots of police news to cover here, and we'll get to it in just a bit. But we'll also mention that earlier this month, the NYPD launched a new quality of life division, Q teams. They've been responding to 311 complaints from New Yorkers.
Well, it's a citywide effort to tackle persistent quality of life concerns like public drinking, urinating, illegal scooters, aggressive panhandling. But this morning, too, we're going to start with breaking news because there was a shooting in the middle of Times Square. With us right now, NYPD Chief of Department John Chell. Nice to have you back on Good Day.
Good to see you.
What do we know about this shooting? We heard one person, actually 3 people under arrest this morning, right?
Right, so about 4:45 this morning, we have a group of young adults in Times Square. Looks like they're having a dispute as to why with some food cart vendors. And then one of the males from the group goes in the middle of the street and fires multiple rounds, striking the food cart vendor in his arm, so he'll be okay. In quick response by uniformed cops in Midtown North, we apprehended 3 people in the subway, and we believe we might have the shooter at this time. It's still a little early. Our detectives will work through that, but quick response. We're glad he's going to be okay. What they were fighting about, well, we'll figure it out later.
Was one of them on a scooter? Because it was talk there was an e-bike scooter in the middle of the block, and that police were looking for some guy who was bald in shorts.
No, it looks like this group walked across 47th Street, one step back into the middle of the street, fires down towards the vendors. But a good quick response. At least we think we have them off the street, which is a good thing. But we'll work through this today.
What can you tell us about the overnight shooting, police-involved shooting in Brooklyn?
Right, so last night, some uniformed cops engaged a white Porsche on the Bell Parkway with stolen plates. They tried to pull him over. He took over a high rate of speed, so they called ahead to the other precincts on the Bell Parkway to see if we could shut traffic down. At that point, by the Canarsie Circle, this white car at a high rate of speed comes out, 4 police officers, 1 lieutenant very close, a shot is fired. The car goes another exit, crashed into one of our police cars, and he succumbed to his injuries. The
driver did?
Yeah, very dangerous situation. And the driver's stolen car, we see a lot of high-end stolen cars these days, and this person was on probation for stolen cars, bringing them into New York City from Pennsylvania, so dangerous situation last night.
You arrested the passenger in that case?
The passenger also was arrested right at the scene.
Was this part of a theft ring, both guys? Or both?
Not sure, but the person who stole the car was on federal probation for interstate commerce of stolen cars into New York City. So again, that investigation is still going on also. So it was a long night last night.
Can we talk about quality of life? Because you now have this Q team. Lots of phone calls about.
Well, just
what's the most irritating to New Yorkers, would you say?
The most irritating to New Yorkers is probably abandoned vehicles, noise, and we're trying to Q teams. We're trying to respond to community complaints in a proactive manner, utilizing all the tools that we have in the NYPD, plus beyond into agencies. And the key is to try to help people fix their problem. They're calling us, fix their problem. Get back to people as we're fixing their problem. People want to be spoken to. People want to know the progress of their complaint. And when you do that, it feels good. Most people are concerned about the city, but they want to know what's going on their block. What bothers you on your block?
You know,
and can we fix that?
Right. I know a lot of people were calling in about Roosevelt Avenue in Queens because they said, you know, there were people on the street and looked like human trafficking and prostitution. What's going on? I know that you've done several cleanups there, but the minute you move from that area, you know what happens.
Well, that was the combination of quiet life and crime. Sometimes two will conflate. So what do? We put more cops there to stem the crime. Okay, great. And now how do we deal with the illegal food vendors? How do we deal with the illegal brothels? No child should be walking on the street with their mother and see scantily clad women in brothels. So we've done a big effort in that area, and we're seeing results. And the best results, we could talk numbers, right?
Yeah.
But the best results are testimonials from people who walk up the street and they say simply, "Thank you, it's about time." And that improves quality of life, and that just improves the city.
And you talk about it, you know, whether it's something that's illegal or as annoying as a parked car or noise, those kind of things. How much does it help you by, I won't call it old school police work, but it is. It's being involved with people in circumstances where maybe it's not a lot of pressure and people aren't agitated, and their only interaction with the police department is when lives are on the line or someone's in danger.
Right, so what's old is new. Now we have dedicated officers within the precinct that we cross-trained to go out, and now we're responding to 311 calls like we respond to 911 calls. We're giving people that satisfaction to fix their problem. And the problem can be fixed by just a verbal conversation. It could be a summons. It could be another agency fixing something. So it's by no means is it broke windows. When does that drive around aimlessly looking for people committing administrative crimes? We're looking to fix problems and the community complaints that we're getting from the community, from meetings, from churches, you name it, from Mr. and Mrs. Jones in Building A. Just think about the power of helping that person, fixing their problem, and how they feel the next day. They feel satisfied that the city is working for them.
I wanted to ask you about the trendy Aragua gangs, because we've talked
TDA
about...
is much easier. Just say TDA,
yeah.
much easier.
Okay, so we've talked about that, and at one point you really had a problem on your hands in New York City. Give us an update on what's going on. Have they been arrested? Have they been deported? What's going on with that?
So TDA, the gang, was hurting the city in the area of robberies, purse snatches, some shootings, sex trafficking. They were touching them all. And we've had cases with our detective bureau and our federal partners, as you saw 2 weeks ago, to go after them with all the might of the power of the late state and local and federal and get them arrested. And now think about this. They're getting arrested like anybody else. They're doing their jail time, and then they'll be removed from our country. We do see a decrease in TDA-related crime, and our approach is working.
Why do you see a decrease right now? Is it because they've been picked up, or is it because they've been deported?
Probably a combination of hiding, self-deport, arrested by the NYPD, arrested by federal authorities, some being deported. So I say a combination of all that, but we are seeing a difference. We've talked about on this show for 2 years about crimes committed on mopeds. We've seen people being dragged, purse snatches. It's really come down drastically from where we were. So we kind of say TDA, moped crime, we're seeing a difference, and the collective body of work is helping.
Hey, you know, crime numbers are down overall in the city. The one area that I think still troubles a lot of people are teen shootings. You know, those numbers seem to continue to not go down, if not go up.
Well, no surprise when they changed, they raised the age when they made a 16-year-old, 17-year-old a child. And let's be clear, we get upset when children get arrested. Nobody wants to arrest children. But we have to come to the realization that some of the children are committing bad crimes and are violent. But to your point, when it comes to children being shot, children pulling the trigger, children being arrested for major crime, it's up substantially since they made these law changes. And then we look at a recent DOI report. The facilities that house these children to be rehabilitated are lacking, understaffed. So what can we do as a police department to help that? Our Commissioner Tisch, the mayor, challenged us to come up with new youth strategies to focus on the recidivist children, but not focus on recidivists to arrest them. How can we help them? Home visits. How can we track them? How can we work with our school principals, play a big part in this, teachers, nonprofit organizations, probation court? It's a collective effort to help these kids, but we have to come to the realization that some of them need consequences. And as parents, we don't like to hear that. We want to help. We want to help these children, but some have to be removed from the street. There has to be consequences. We'd love to rehabilitate them and put them back out into society, but we're just a piece of the puzzle here.
We appreciate it, Chief of Patrol John Chell.
Chief of Department.
Oh, excuse me. That's right. That's the old title.
You know what?
It's the old title.
You haven't seen me in a while. You
Yes.
don't write. You don't call. And
First of all, we've requested your presence here a number of times, and I don't know, do they still have that old
Don't get me in the middle.
phone?
You
'Cause
guys
they
are
hang
talking
up
over
on
there. I'm
us.
sitting over here.
Karen, you might be guilty, Judge. I'm just going to say, but I'm here today. It's great to be back, and
Wow.
we're just
Thank
very
you,
busy.
Chief.
The department's changing. We're doing a lot of dynamic things. So,
And real quick, we were scheduled to talk about the Q teams, and we did. If people want to reach out, simply call 311, and that's all.
listen,
So nothing changes.
If there's a crime emergency, always call 911. If there's a nuisance in your world, abandoned vehicle, loud noise, put it on 311. We will respond, and we're going to try to really help you solve the problem and let you know the progress as we do that.
New team, same old number, same old guy, new title. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We're getting older.
There you go. Join the club here.
Thanks, Chief.
We'll be back.